Vet TV gets called out for stealing different stories. This is almost as good as Joe Rogan calling out Carlos Mencia and then having a 10-year plus feud.
They don't know shit. You just talk shit. It's easy to say you steal shit. I could say you steal shit. I think that every time you open your mouth, you talk about me. I think that you're secretly in love with me because you can't shut the fuck about me.
I've been meaning to make a story about this, and I've actually reached out to sources, and they have fallen on deaf ears. Yes, this is meme pages on Instagram going after the jugular of their very own Donny O'Mally and talking about him stealing ideas, scripts, different things that make content for veteran TV. Now, to give you guys some background story on Vet TV, lived under the rock, or maybe you're so brand new to the military that your boots aren't even dirty yet, let's talk about it. Vet TV is essentially a subscription service which is a premier content for the veteran community, which tells very crude jokes and essentially would never be allowed on YouTube and would be demonetized and would never be able to earn ad revenue because of this. So they've gone to a subscription service. The idea is led by the front man, Donny O'Mally. Obviously, he does have other team members that are part of this community, but this has been an attempt to pretty much cope with post-war issues with Iraq, Afghanistan, things like that, where essentially Donny O'Mally has used this as an outlet to also bring humor to the veteran community, which no one was appealing to, as many people could not relate to their civilian counterparts, and this was a way to create that community around that. Now, they have gone on a rampage on multiple meme pages that are very prominent in the community. Obviously, their numbers right now don't reflect, as you guys may or may not have seen from the Angry Cops video. A lot of these have been shut down and have restarted. So some of these are from smaller meme pages, I guess you could say now, but realistically, if they were never taken down, I'm sure they would be close to probably 100K, if not more.
You have come for the holiest of holies there, internet, and that is military meme accounts.
Now, let's go into the memes. When you take an idea as pay people on merch, take a whole script and write out a small character they wanted to play, take 10,000 from an organization, but it's cool because you're for vets. They do add context to the story as essentially, you know, where did they get this information? And it looks like somebody did write a script for Vet TV and does talk about their experience. Yo, Vet TV straight up effed me. I wrote a show for them, spent months on it, even wrote in my character, the shop, and Donny kept changing his mind about stuff. Dude was insufferable to work for. Then after everything was said and done, they didn't pay me, wrote my character out and replaced it with someone else. And I never heard from them until almost a year later, and they asked if I write something for them. At this time, I was working for a video game marketing agency, and I was in the middle of making Call of Duty Black Ops 4 trailer, and they straight up tried to guilt trip me into helping them after I said no. My life is good, but my good buddy Mike Marsh, who worked for them, got canned a month ago and told me he never got paid for a month, and he has a wife and kid. Donny and John Acevedo, one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever met, no lie, said it wasn't in the budget, but somehow John, Donny, Jessica Mandela, and a few others got huge bonuses. Mike is an Afghanistan vet. There are people all across the Vet TV platform. People are saying that some of their comments are being vetted across these platforms, which it does look like people are coming out of the woodwork and talking about this. This is even bringing some prominent figures like Angry Cops out into the spotlight, which leaves a comment commenting on these bonuses that were mentioned in the post. Yeah, I'm going to call BS on the huge bonus part of this story. I also want to say that Angry Cops has appeared in several episodes over at Vet TV, so he is closer with the production and understands probably the basic economics of the shows. On top of that, this could also be a bias on his own behalf because he is friends with people that do work at Vet TV, but I did want to note that this could be legitimate and also receive some criticism at the same time. This is a great point in the video for you guys to hit that subscribe button because we're almost on the road to 100K. We're currently at 93,000. We appreciate any help. Also, liking this video will get it out to more people as the content will get pushed further. We appreciate your help. Yeah, I will say, like, when you're marketing to a such niche audience here where, like, you're doing subscription service and you have to pay editors, videographers, management, social media team, all these other people, I don't think there's much money in Vet TV where people are getting fat bonuses bonuses from this. And I will be transparent about this. I first heard about this around January timeframe of this year, and I did write Donny O'Mally on January 17th, where I kind of was like, I was wanting to defend Vet TV because I'd never heard of anything. I've actually heard some positive stories, but it looks like more details have come out about this. But I'll tell you guys my message here. That way there's nothing that can be exposed later on by Donny or whoever else that's out there. I wrote, "What's up, Donny? I'm not sure you have or have not seen my content, but I want to make a video based on the accusations of you guys at Vet TV, quotation, stealing ideas, which I'm taking the stance that is BS. In my eyes, they haven't written a script or anything, and to give monetary value to something that happened at their command or whatever through experience doesn't hold much intellectual property. Also, I'm going to dive into the cost of production, etc., and how really this isn't really the most lucrative business. I know you likely don't want to address haters because if anything, this can more so validate them. However, I think it's important to hear from the man himself. If you have any issues or what to do, Zoom call, etc., or if someone from your team is more able to deal with this, please let me know. Thank you." After starting the editing of this video, I've seen Donny has actually responded to some of these, and he writes, "Kids be hella stupid. Where the warriors at? Hashtag basement bees." And the first top comment was, "And this kids is what cocaine addiction looks like firsthand." And on top of that, there's another one below that says Joker vibes, LMAO, cringy, which it does look like Donny is on a substance and does respond to some of these allegations.
I have these fucking basement just showing up in my inbox right now. And there's this one kid. He looks like the college girls and the I off to. They're really passionate about this shit that they're hearing. They're like, "I got this whole new perspective on you now, bro. Just really let down." Did you see any proof of any of the things that you're hearing? It's the young ones too. What's up with that? It's not even like dudes my age that that went to war.
And this money that they're talking about with the $10,000 that was taken, it looks like it was from Burbiz Event, which is like some kind of veteran associated organization, which I guess was supposed to have sponsorship over on Vet TV of some kind. They were given money. Many details have been told to me about that, but it looks like there was nothing to compensate for that money that was lost that essentially went to Vet TV. Again, everything in this video is an accusation and is coming from these meme pages. But the likes of Will Pounder, which is a adult star, which essentially has been a prior Marine that is now in the film industry, has essentially come out a little bit on a comment that he made, but doesn't go too into detail. He says, "It's all on the internet. LOL, I don't have time to elaborate, but feel free to reach out to Burbiz, who they stole money from, or Mikey Moore, who they stole a script from, fired. He wrote a whole season for them. They even put my career at risk and for a signature on a model release form without my permission. Like I said, tip of the iceberg." And Burbiz Events liked that and sent a heart below Will Pounder's comment, which kind of reaffirms that this is common knowledge. And the memes have not stopped. I'm going to show a few here so you guys can kind of see how savage they are. If you had a great story from boot camp or military service and you all knew about it from your unit, whose intellectual property is that? Is that yours to tell? Is it the person that it happened to? Is it the commanding officer? You know, that gets a very sticky situation where it's like these are general vague ideas that would be very easily to adapt and say that they were your own or not your own. And it's too much of a gray area if you're talking about legal aspects. But if somebody did have a true script that they wrote, that I could see being very easy to say, you guys actually stole my idea. I will let you know, on the other side of this, I have had close friends, Max from the Scuttlebutt Show, which has actually made an entire script, pitched it to them, and they were like, hey, cool idea. Never really accepted it, didn't steal his idea, didn't do anything with it, and that was it. Maybe they didn't like the idea, maybe it's too costly, because knowing what the story is, I'm not going to ruin his story if he wants to tell it. He's actually filming for it. His experience was probably more shallow and not as in-depth, working on the team like a day in, day out basis. I want to be a little bit honest here where I have to analyze Vet TV. I do believe Vet TV era is over. It is 2021 where you have so many people that have left the military that are no longer active duty and people that are so disconnected from their service back in the 2000s era and then the early 2010s where I think we're dwindling down pretty hard. And that's why I even mentioned in my recent video that you can watch up there about the most decorated Navy corpsman getting out of the military with a Navy cross, and essentially that era is coming to an end, and that is the very audience which Vet TV appeals to. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be your next cyclic bro vet coming through thinking that they're that maybe want to go watch Vet TV, but I will say that that big audience that they had due to all these people that had these similar experiences is getting much smaller. Another personal opinion of their episodes is typically Vet TV is one of those things where you're like, cool idea, that could have been a 5-minute skit, but you've turned it to like a way too long video. That's my personal opinion of the content. It's not going to fit everyone's style or appeal to everybody, so I'm not expecting that. Obviously, they do have an audience if they're still in business. This is the part of the video where I ask you guys, do you guys like Vet TV? Do you not like Vet TV? What are your opinions about this story in regards to these accusations from these meme pages that are saying that they've stolen content? And I do think a lot of people are thinking very differently as this. You know, I'm always willing to help people out for free if they want to pick my brain or whatever. If Donnie wants to come on, talk about this and actually respond to the comments, because Vet TV has been silent. They've deleted comments, they don't respond to people, or they brush off these allegations entirely. So I would like to see what you guys think down below. But if you guys do like what we do over at this channel, you can support us over at patreon.com for some special perks and benefits. Also, on top of that, we do have a YouTube membership button below this video. You can get some special perks and benefits at the membership tab there. And also, if you do have questions about this or anything else, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.